The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Jesus entered a village where a woman whose name was Martha welcomed him. She had a sister named Mary, who sat beside the Lord at his feet, listening to him speak. Martha, burdened with much serving, came to him and said, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me by myself to do serving? Tell her to help me." The Lord said in reply, "Martha, Martha, you are anxious and worried about many things. There is need of only one thing. Mary has chosen the better part, and it will not be taken from her." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
A fitting gospel today for the saint we celebrate, Saint Scholastica, the twin sister of Saint Benedict. It's kind of an interesting note. If you read, there's not a lot really written about her, again, 5th century-ish, but Saint Gregory, Pope Saint Gregory, which I'm not sure when he was, but he has the most written about her, which is just little excerpts, but it really shows the closeness of Saint Benedict and Saint Scholastica. Even as they both entered religious orders, they would still come together and visit on, he says, on an annual basis, so not very often, but they would be engrossed in spiritual matters. So they were very close in life. They were close in birth, but they're also close in death. So they're actually buried in the same grave. So quite interesting, just the deep communion that the two of them had. So yeah, a lot going on with her. I mean, today, I don't know if she would have found the female counterpart of the Benedictine order or not, but that is kind of their role model in a sense. So there's always things to be learned here. But so yeah, today, I mean, some of the biggest religious orders are the Benedictines, and then the women Benedictines. I can't even think of who they are right now, but they're huge. So there's always a Benedictine monastery and then a nunnery down at the bottom of the hill. There was at the school I went to for college out in Oregon, Mount Angel Seminary. So anyway, okay, so that's just how they roll. The two really work together, the men's and the women's religious order. And I think we kind of get that same, or that the ideal of the same harmony. It's not explicit in our readings, but it points to it, of Martha and Mary. So they weren't working together. Mary was sitting at the feet of Jesus and Martha was serving. Martha got her feathers ruffled. We know how that story goes, and Mary gets praised. But yet, ideally, it's not one or the other. It's not either Martha or Mary. It's both. Like we stay at the feet of Jesus listening to him even as we go out to serve him. So that's what religious call, being contemplatives in action. I stay tuned in to the voice of God even as I serve him. So I'm neither Mary nor Martha. I'm both. That's the ideal. The ideal. I think the Benedictines, again, whether the women's order, which I can't really think of their names right now, but whether they prescribed this or not, but the men's order is all about ora et labora, so work and prayer. And it's not okay, I'm going to go work and then I'm going to stop working and I go pray and I pray. No, I merge them together. While I'm working, I'm praying. While I'm praying, I'm working. I mean, the two go hand in hand. So that's more of the image I think we're looking for in this gospel. And I think that's the image that the saints portray. Saint Benedict, Saint Scholastica today, as we celebrate her, and all of them, they harmonize that, the body and soul, the physical and spiritual, the contemplative and action, all that stuff they brought into one. And so I think the same goes for us. It's not, really to me, that's more tangible than, living in a convent. So to really stay nestled at the feet of Jesus, to be listening to him like Mary, even as I'm serving him in my daily activities. That's the goal. Saint Scholastica hit it we can as well if we follow her example. Ora et labora, being contemplatives in action.